Hi guys, I've been nominated by Crystal Corno. Thank you very much for the nomination for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Unfortunately, due to some health problems that I have, it would be unwise for me to actually partake in this. Two of the things that I deal with are Ehlers-Danlos syndrome type 3, as well as postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, also known as POTS. And as much as I'd love for you to go look at those up and research them, I hope that you wait and you research ALS a little bit more before you do that, because that's what matters right now. Now, this is one that is hitting pretty close to home right now, because a really good friend of my mom's is she's actually she has ALS, and unfortunately she's got one of the more rapid onset ones. She's not doing well, and I'm really glad to see that ALS is finally getting some recognition. It's not nearly as much recognition as it deserves, but it's a heck of a lot more than it's ever had before. It's a great start, and I hope that it continues past this campaign. I, for one, am broke, so I obviously don't have that much to donate. But I wanted to talk about some of the ways that you could help out this campaign, help out the search for the cure, help out someone with ALS. If you don't have money, you can't donate. That's simple. If you can't do the Ice Bucket Challenge for health reasons, nobody wants you to get sick or to get hurt by this challenge. So if you can't do it, don't do it. Don't feel bad. Really, you don't have to do anything, but if you feel obligated to do something, or if you just want to do it out of the kindness of your heart, some of the things you can do: educate yourself and others, advocate, volunteer, just research, find out things about ALS, find other families that may have been, are being, or have been affected by ALS, see if there's anything you can do to help. Now, when you offer to help, don't just say, if you need anything, I'm there. Say, hey, I can do your dishes for you, or hey, I can go get the groceries for you, or I can do the laundry. When you're dealing with a tragedy, it's much, much easier for somebody to offer to do something, as in a finite thing, so a specific task, than it is just to think of something in general that you have to worry about. Then, okay, well, what could I think for them to do? It's much better to offer to do a specific task. If you can't volunteer with a family who's been affected by ALS, you can call up or email or whatever the ALS Society of Canada, the ALS Society of Ontario, Calgary, BC, wherever you live. You can look those people up. You can say, hey, I don't have money. Is there something I can do to help? They can help you out. They can tell you what you can do to help. They can give you suggestions. They might even be able to hook you up with a family. You could go to, just go online and search it. You could go just learn, like I said, learn about ALS, learn about the fact that it's also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, and yes, it is the one that Stephen Hawkins has. But he is a very, very lucky man. He was diagnosed when he was 21, and they said he shouldn't see his 25th birthday, and now he is, in his 70s? Now, though these cases happen, slow onset ALS, unfortunately, is extremely rare. It does happen. It can happen. But they will eventually die. They will die from it, regardless of when. They just have been lucky enough to have it prolonged, so they can talk longer, they can walk longer, they can be with their loved ones longer, etc., etc. The reality of it is, you're lucky to get 2 to 5 years after diagnosis, and one of the reasons is doctors don't know this very well, so by the time they catch it, it's usually in the very late stages. Some of the things that they have to think about is not only just not being able to walk and talk. They can't swallow anymore. Like I said, my mom's friend, she can talk, she can walk. She has a feeding tube because she can't swallow anymore. She can't swallow her food. So that's something that I have heard about people mentioning, yes, they can't eat, but a lot of the times it's something that comes on swifter than other things. So it is quite scary. There are 4 different variations of ALS. I encourage you to learn about all of them, and just educate yourself. It's a great cause. Thank you for everybody that has participated in this, that has encouraged participation, that has donated, that have done the Ice Bucket Challenge, anything like that. If you have done something positive toward this challenge, you are a good person. To the people who have said anything negative, whether it be, oh, this is just a stupid stunt, this is just, people are doing it to get, for kicks or for laughs, or they're getting it to look good or whatnot, or, comparing it to other things around the world, other diseases, other problems around the world, I don't think you're bad people. I don't think that. You are also good people. However, I want you to consider something. For every one person that does it for the wrong reason, I guarantee you there are at least 20 people doing it for the right reason. And even if that person is doing it for the wrong reason, it just takes one person to go, hey, what was that for? And they can go, oh, I don't know, something about ALS, or they could Google it even if the person didn't tell them. And that's another person right there that is now educated, that may now help out in some way, whether it be awareness, financially, volunteering, whatever it is. So think about that. And then when you're talking about all the other bad things, all the problems with the world or any other illness or disease, you know what? I'm not saying ignore those. I'm not saying pretend they don't exist, because we all know they do exist. But it's okay for one thing to be in the spotlight every once in a while that isn't normally. In fact, I think it's healthy. There are so many things that we're bombarded with on a regular daily basis. And I think that's great. I think these are issues, these are illnesses, these are problems in the world that need to be addressed. But so do things like ALS. And it's okay. Let them have their 5 minutes of fame, or 15 minutes of fame, or whatever. Let this run its course. Let the awareness get out there. Let the help come. If you don't like it, don't participate. Ignore the videos. Scroll past them on your feed. Tell your friends you don't feel like talking about it. Just please stop bashing it. And this goes with anything. It goes for the ALS campaign. It goes for Invisible Illness Week. It goes for any cancer awareness campaigns or fundraisers. I see this all the time. And it's quite upsetting. It's quite saddening that you would be so negative against something that is creating something so positive like awareness and fundraising to try to end a disease or to end an illness of any sort. So I encourage you guys to take a step back and think about that next time you have something negative to say about anything, any campaign, any awareness campaign, any fundraising campaign, any of it. For any illness, for any world problems like world hunger or things like that, take a step back and say, is this really something that I need to be negative about? Or is this going to, in the end, help a lot of people? So I know it's run a little long. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to put a couple of links in the description of the video. I'll type out the things that are stopping me from being able to participate, just in case you at some point want to study those things, want to look into those things. But I really, really encourage you first to do ALS. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this. As for nominations, anyone who is watching this video, I encourage you to go learn one thing about ALS that you didn't know, or to donate, or to do the Ice Bucket Challenge, or to find a way that you can help, be it contacting the ALS Society, finding out if you have any friends or family that are directly affected by ALS, or just something. Educate, advocate, volunteer. Thank you very much.